Hello farmers, welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. Day 4, fall is here. It's a beautiful morning. I was going to say the sun is out, but actually look at the forecast, it's showing clouds. But looking up to the sky, I see mostly, I would say that's like partly cloudy. But it's looking pretty darn good, I think. Frank is down here in field number 19 doing a contract. And speaking of contracts, yes, I've been going crazy on contracts, like I always do, but hopefully this will be coming to an end by the end of this year because the contracts are paying off rather well, like they do when it comes to fertilizing, because our loan is now down to $400,000. That's right. Let's go ahead and just quickly look at what I've been doing today on this in-game day. Already $153,000 worth of contracts done. Day before, you can see I did almost $270,000. I did also finish, Frank, we'll let you be down here. I did finish harvesting, or start harvesting field number 30. I did it myself. I let Frank have the afternoon off. After harvesting this field here, and the field that we did across the street by the ball field, just about 112,000 liters of soybeans we got off those fields. So that is up into our lovely little silo. It's going to come in handy next summer when it comes time to sell that and bring in the cash. I was also looking at what I have in the silo. I think I already forgot now. I got to do it again. Because when winter comes, we're going to have a whole bunch of crop to sell. We'll just call that like 2, 3. We'll just say like pretty close to 400,000 liters of grain that we're going to be selling. So maybe get like $250,000 worth of money from that. And that would easily take care of our loan. So I'm thinking by the end of winter, no more loan. If I don't buy anything else, but is that going to happen? But I'm still going to be doing contracts. I mean, I'm fertilizing some field, not fertilizing. I seeded some fields last night. I did field number 29, which is right over there with the oil drill into it. I'm loving that Steiger John Deere seeder combo that we got going. I am loving that combo. That's why I'm doing some of the seeding jobs myself, because it's so much fun. In the Breedle here, because I need to empty the fertilizer that we have in it and pop it on out. Oh, that gives me a lot of bags when I do that. Close that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you, in case you know about it, because this mod's been out for a while apparently, but I just found about it like a couple days ago. Don't know how I missed it. So it's called, I think it's called the Hide Anything mod, something like that. So when you have objects on the map like this here, this little shed here, I cannot sell this shed on this property. It's not something I can sell. But with the Hide Anything mod, if you walk up to it, in the upper left-hand corner of the HUD, you can see where it says the letter H, Hide Farm Hut. Boom, it's gone. But say you misclick and you didn't want to hide something, it's Shift H, brings it on back, and it'll show the things that you've deleted on the map. I don't know how long it'll show how long it's been deleted for. I'm not too sure. But I can go ahead and click on that, and I can restore. And it's back. But we are actually going to, nope, not the flashlight. I want to hide that. Because backing into here and having that hut here, kind of a pain in the butt. And I'm thinking I might put a shed further over here for our 45-foot header on the Ideal Combine. Just because backing that thing up, yeah, it could be a pain in the butt. So we need a good place for storage on that. All right, let's go ahead and hide that HUD. What I need to do today is, well, a couple things we're going to be doing today. First thing is we're going to unfold this. We're going to fill this up with some lime because we got to go over to the field that we purchased. And, of course, we did soil sampling last episode. And that needs some lime on it. Lime is going to be in the next one? Or is it this one? No, it is this one. Okay. All right, let's fill it on up, spend some cash because that's what we got to do. So yeah, down to 400,000 on the loan, which is good. I'm thinking, like I said, by the end of this winter, no more loan, that I can start saving up. And next year, we should have no problem buying the forage harvester and the header and the Valtra tractor. And at some point, upgrade the engine in the Peterbilt. And in the long run, if I feel like it, maybe buy the big Chrome M for mowing our grass fields. I wonder how much lime this field is going to take. I don't think it's going to take as much as I thought it was going to take, but we'll see here shortly. And of course, once we get the loan paid off, I won't be doing a whole bunch of contracts. We'll just start working in our own field, and that will be that. Occasionally, like I said, we'll put down a shed here or there. I thought about selling some milk today because we're up to like 30,000 liters of milk, but the milk price is dropping, so no. I'm not going to do that. Oh, we have our second male cow, by the way. I think it's a Holstein that we got a male. So, yeah, we're going to let the males get nice and fat and juicy like they're supposed to. And then we'll resell them back to the livestock market when the time comes. Already got weeds growing in this field after 1 day. Now, I should have that should be on, the precision, automatic application rate. I'll spit it out, so that should be good to go. But when we scanned this field and we saw the pH level, it wasn't bad at all. I was like, okay, so it's doing pretty good. So I don't know how much lime this field's going to take, but hopefully not too much because I'll save as much as I can. I just realized I think I got lime up at the main farm, but oh well. Maybe I'll just sell these when I don't need it, or try to put them all in one pile so at some point when I do need it, I can go ahead and use it. But lime's not too expensive for it to just be laying around, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't know what I'm doing headlands for, but I think you just get stuck in doing a pattern, so now I'm doing a pattern with the lime. So after we get done spreading lime in this field, hopefully by then Frank will be pretty much done seeding field number 19. And then we're going to grab the Steiger and the John Deere air drill, come up here. The field that's directly behind us, field number 14, that requires some wheat to be sown into it. We took that job. It's only going to pay like $3,000, but with the equipment that we have, since we don't have to borrow anything, and with that I think it's a 24 meter wide air drill that we got, it's not going to take me more than like a 90 seconds maybe to plant that field. So every couple $1,000s helps. If you're wondering about the loan interest, by the way, on $400,000, it's just like $3,500. So that contract behind us right there will pretty much cover that loan interest. But I'm hoping, actually no, I take that back. That's $3,500 on a $500,000 loan because I paid off $100,000 in this in-game day. So might be a little bit lower. Well, it's not might be. It will be lower than what it is. Do I want to top off now or now? I'll wait until we're empty. Thought about topping off now since I'm on this side of the field, but I think we're good. I'll just wait until I run out completely. So yeah, next summer or next spring, this will be corn, and like I said, we'll harvest the corn when it's in the last growth stage, and make sure we do it before it's ready for harvest. I do believe it's going to be the New Holland forage harvester that we're using, but I'm going to use I have the modded Krone header, and oddly enough I tried it on another map, and the Krone header will fit on the New Holland and it works. And the good thing is about the modded Krone header, I can pretty much paint it any which way I want to, so it matches the New Holland perfectly. The only reason why I want the Krone header on it is because the harvest rate, the harvest speed that I can go at is kind of nice. Are you going to be able to spread there, or... Oh, you are going to be able to spread there. Good. Alright, we'll turn that off. Nope, turn it off. Thank you. Fold it up. And we'll go refill up with more lime. Like I said, it's not going to take me long to do this job. Not going to take me long to do the other job. I think this is probably going to be a short video. Because, not much to do at this stage. But, oh yeah, I also did finish spreading the manure that I had left in the spreader. And what was left in the Ford bucket as well. So we're out of manure. Well, we're out of manure. I'm pretty sure we got some now. Let's go ahead and lift this up and refill once again. So while this is filling up with some lime, I'll just go in here and yeah, so we're up to 78 cattle. I have not cleaned them out or gave them water today. The TMR mixer just ran through at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's all looking good. So yeah, our other male cow, which is just born, is right here. Yep, Holstein, whatever. So the cow's health is down to 96. I say down to because it was up to 98. Yeah, one night I ran out of straw, and so they didn't have straw for like a night. So their health went from 98 to 96. Either or, but we do have 35,000 liters of milk. And I'm done trying to count to see how many cattle are expecting some offspring, because at this point it's getting to be like it takes too long for me to count, and I can't count that high to begin with, so I don't bother. So I think that a hide anything mod is that mod's been out for so long that I just found out about it. Hide objects on the map. Beats going into Giant's editor and have it doing it that way. I like things that makes the gaming life a little bit easier. As much as I am looking forward to Farming Simulator 22, that first month or so that the game is out, not having some mods that you're used to could be a little bit painful. But I think just being a new game in itself, that'll you know, keep me occupied and not think about, I don't have this mod, I don't have that mod. Mods do make life and gaming a little bit easier to fit your game style. I know there's some people out there that don't like mods at all, so they play the game as vanilla as it comes, which is just fine because, you know, that they like to, that's their game style. Everyone plays games differently, but as long as we're having fun when we play the games, that's all that matters. That's all that really matters here. Can I get that little piece there? No, I can't get that little piece there. Looking forward to next season in Griffin, Indiana, just because, like I said, we're mostly just going to be working my own fields, and I won't be doing a whole bunch of off-camera work doing contracts, just to get the farm back to money-wise. We'll be fine, more than fine. But the farm has come along faster than I thought it would, and I'm glad it is, because, like I said, I got like 30 more episodes of this before FS22 comes out, and I don't know if I'm going to continue the challenge when it comes out or not. I may do so, depending on how far along we are. But I think now I won't be doing contracts every day, and the reason why I started doing contracts every day in this series is because the loan interest rate was drawing our account down so much I had to do them, and it's like, you know what, I need to get rid of that loan so we can advance the series along. That's what we need to do. So now, at the stage that we're in, and I'll just be working our own fields, the seasons will probably go a lot faster because I may have a couple, 3 or 4 days in the year in a row. It's like I don't have anything to do in our fields. Don't have anything. Kind of like when winter gets here, basically, which is just around the corner here in Griffin, Indiana. But yeah, when winter comes, we pretty much just like take care of the cattle every 2 days, and yep. Skip forward, skip forward, skip forward. May have some of that next season when it comes to summertime. It's like, yep, don't really have nothing to do, so skip forward, skip forward, skip forward. But I'm looking forward to doing a lot of different type of jobs. So, I mean, the cornfield in itself, I mean, we will plow the cornfield after we harvest it. And I probably even will even get a cultivator. So I realize I got a direct planter, which means the field does not need to be cultivated before seeding or planting. But I think when we plow the field, we will cultivate it just to make life a little bit easier on the planter itself. So I'll have a whole bunch of different type of jobs to do. It'll be in the same fields most of the time, but once we start getting some more cash, we'll buy more fields. But like I said, with the crops that we're going to grow here in Griffin, Indiana for our farm, are pretty much just here to help supply what we need for feeding the cows. So obviously the corn is for silage, and of course the other field is for straw, for bedding, and for TMR. And of course we got our grass fields. Any grain that we do get from harvesting is just pretty much sold straight up to get, well, a little bit of cash. Just a little bit. Wonder how Frank is doing down there. A few things about the Steiger and that combo. I may have explained it before, but with Courseplay and that setup I have, sometimes when it turns around, I'll catch it to where it's not actually going anywhere, and it's just shaking its butt. Because I think there's so many implements and articulating points to it that sometimes Courseplay gets a little confused. Oh, I was like, why did it stop? You're out of line. I do realize though, I keep saying to myself, I need to update Courseplay, because I have not updated Courseplay in a long time. But it's one of those things to where when you're used to using a mod and it's working fine for you and nothing seems to be off or anything, why change it? Just leave it as is. But I think I need to update it and maybe it'll fix that problem. Speaking of, while that's loading on up, he's getting along just fine. So far so good. On that contract there, we're going to get paid $23,700. Can't complain about that. So, these two contracts we're doing, we're going to get like $27,000. And of course, by seeding them, they're going to want them fertilized at some point. Actually, let me refresh contracts. Oh, field 24. Where the heck is field 24? Oh, that's the sugar beet field. You want oats in that? Yeah, I can do that for you. I can definitely do that for you. That is the field I did the sugar beets in, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So after that, yeah, that'll be all the fields except for field number 12. And I'm not going to go over to field number 12 because I got to go over either bridge to do so. And that's a pain in the butt. So, yeah, after I plant those fields, I pretty much can put the John Deere drill and their tank away, wash them up. They'll be fine. And we'll use them, obviously, in the beginning of springtime to plant our fields. Now, I'm just not planting. I realize I can plant the cereal crop in the fall, and I just rather not do so. As long as I can plant it early in the spring, just because a chance of crops dying off over winter, I'd rather just plant it in the springtime. I don't think it's going to benefit us that much by planting them in the fall and getting an extra day out of it. So we seem to be doing just fine on field number 30. Although I'm trying to think, field number 30, that might have been a winter crop I put in there, but we'll try it to where we just plant them in the springtime and see how it goes. See how it gets along here. I hope I'm leaving enough space there for this to not fertilizing, we're spreading lime. See if it can register that little strip in the center. So far, okay, so there it's not. What I can do is deactivate automatic application, and then I can throw some lime there. It may not be exactly what it needs, but it'll be better than it was. Or it might be more than it needs. So this is going to be perfect timing. By the time I finish up this field here and park it up and go on down and get the Steiger, we'll be all set. Alright, so if you're not going to drop it there, what I will do is, first off, turn that off. We'll come into here and deactivate. Nope, that's the wrong button. Deactivate that. And now I can turn this back on. And I can get that little strip here and there. I'll just get this one here. I'm not going to run all the way down to the other field just to get it. I will turn that back on for future jobs that I will do. So now if we go to precision farming and go to the pH level, it is looking pretty darn good. Can you actually get it in the blue? I'm not too sure. Not too sure at all. But either way, contract on field 19 is finished, so Frank is just about done. That's perfect timing. Someone did say that I will have to, at some point, reread the soil samples. But they're not sure how many harvests it is or how long between, but they have. I don't know if they know it firsthand or have they heard it themselves. I don't know. But they are saying, so yeah, that's where the shed was. Yeah, I can drive right on through. That is nice. To be able to get rid of that shed. I'll park the Deutz-Fahrer right here in that bush. Be the bush. Yeah, Frank, I think you're just about done there. Now we're gonna call it good because you're kind of doing that Watusi thing that I was talking about, but at least you're driving forward. Let's go ahead and collect on that contract right here. Field 14 is wheat and the other field is oat. So we'll come up and do field 14. Are you folding up? Sometimes it takes a second. Yep, it's folding up. All the little discs in the back are rising up. And there it goes. So again, this John Deere drill and seed tank and the planter are all in the Giants mod hub, by the way. And I already forgot, is it an 1870 air drill? 1870 air drill, and the seed tanker is a C850. Occasionally I am catching this light blinking over here, and I don't know what that is for. Not too sure, but I don't know what it's trying to tell me. I saw it once blinking when I wasn't even in the vehicle, the tractor. So I went over it because I thought the blinker was on, and it's like, no, the blinker's not on, so I'm not really sure I know what it's doing. Yeah, I am loving this setup. I'm kind of glad I went with the Steiger. Originally, I was going to do the big buds on this mat. But I was like, okay, I did the big buds on... Actually, I can cut across over here. I did the big buds on Hazard County. Or I did a big bud on Hazard County. I do like the big buds, but when I saw this, I'm like, I think this is a better fit for us, I think. Just double check to make sure the train's not coming. And this can go over the railroad tracks, no problem. As you just saw. I'm waiting for the harvest on this field to show up. I mean, it's corn, so it should have been ready like the first day of fall. I'm just not quite sure I know what's going on there with that field, but if I get the contract, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Can't do much about it if I don't get it. Yeah, so you can see this is field number 14. It's not going to take me too long. Just better make sure that my 1870 drill does not get into the cornfield and replace the corn with wheat. I don't think that farmer would be happy with me if I did so. Just wait for it to unfold all the way. Wait for all the disc in the back to get down. And I think they are down. There we go. Just have to wait for it and then turn it on, and now we're planting wheat. Like I said, this is with this 1870, it's not going to take long to get this field planted with wheat, and then I'll slide on over and do field number 24 now. I didn't know I was going to have to do that, but I welcome it. That just means fertilizing jobs will be coming shortly on these 3 fields. And that also means knocking down that our loan. So like I said, I'm sitting at 400,000 by the end of today. Definitely should be down to at least 300,000, if not down to $250,000. And before you know it, yeah, that's gone, and we'll start collecting some money, and we can start buying equipment for next season. I'm not going to buy the forage harvester and the header until we need it, but the Volta tractor I might go ahead and get. That's going to be just around 200 grand. And I think that'll be all the tractors I need, really, because we'll have 4 tractors in total. We'll have the original Deutz-Fahr with 750-ish horsepower. We'll have the Steiger with 535 horsepower. We got the Ford with like 110 horsepower. And that Vultra is going to be nice because it's going to be right around 250. So the medium-sized tractor, it's going to come in real handy. So eventually, like I said, the Steiger will be... The Steiger is just here just to drag this thing around. That's all it's really here for. The Deutz-Fahr will probably be doing the subsoiling / plowing. Depending on how I'm set up, I mean, I guess the Steiger could do the plowing and or cultivating too. If one's busy, then I'll just use the other one. And the Voltra can go ahead and do the fertilizing. And maybe even the mowing, windrowing, tedding, the grass field work if need be. That way I'm not using a high power horse tractor and using more fuel than I probably need to. And then I can start going, once the money really starts coming in, I can probably start putting down sheds, do some more landscaping. And now that I've found this hide anything, I know it says hide any, I think it's actually called Hide Big Objects mod or something like that. But when you're on the Giants Mod Hub, if you just type it in search, just type in the word hide, it'll come up, and that was the only thing that came up for me. So I mean, they'll hide buildings. You can place buildings back down, I guess. Even foreign objects like concrete rubble. Sometimes map authors put concrete rubble down, you can't remove them. I do believe that will remove that as well. It's a handy dandy little tool to have. The only thing I got to be careful about this this combo that we're using right here is trying to turn the corner too sharp, because the 1870 drill can definitely get caught up on the seed tanker. So if I can not turn it too sharp, so the drill can get caught in those back wheels once in a while. So you just got to be careful about that. But then in real life, you wouldn't be trying to make a tight corner anyways, would you? I think it said it was oats I got to do in field number 24. But that does remind me, though, in field 24, when it said the sugar beet field, I'm still not sure what happened when I leased or borrowed the leased equipment to harvest that field, and I was using the trailer and the truck, and I went to deliver the sugar beet, and it says sugar beet not accepted here. I'm like, oh, I delivered to the wrong spot. I don't understand what happened there. And then I'm like, I'll just go ahead and put it in my silo, take it back out, and deliver it in my trailer. And the silo at our place is like, no, I don't want it either. I was like, pardon me? What are you talking about, Willis? Of course you do. All right, so let's gather. Actually, it's $3,600. Let's collect on that. And this is oats next. So switch that over. I know I don't have access to this land. I'm not trying to... I know my drill is still down, but I'm not... I don't have it turned on. So, the pretty amazing part about this whole thing is, I don't have the mod also that's... So, right now, the bottom right-hand corner, that's the tractor specs that I can see. I can see the amount of fuel we got left. I can see the repair status on the Steiger tractor that we have. But I don't have the mod. I know there is one that can show me the repair status of the air drill and tanker. And so far, I'm still planting or drilling at the speed that it's maxed at, which is 11 miles an hour. And I have planted a lot of fields. But she's doing great. So maybe, like I said, by the end of fall, which will be a couple days early winter, the first 2 days of winter is usually when we go ahead and grab the Ford and make sure our TMR mixer is all set and ready to go through winter, so I can fast forward to it a little bit quicker. We'll see how many cattle we do have, and maybe we'll go buy some more. Because, like I said, I think I need to get some more cows in there to get us up to the total that we need to. Because, like I said, 30 more episodes, and Farming Sim 22 will be out. And like I said, I'm not sure how it's going to be months from now. How we'll be on this series. How are we advancing? But I don't want to buy too many cows. I think we've only bought 40 so far. I think that's where we're at, is 40. And the rest have been offspring. And I think, originally said, I think we'll just buy 20 and go from there. And I was like, geez, that's going to take forever. So then I think I put the cap at 100. So maybe we'll just go ahead if I got enough cash, and we'll buy 60 more at the end of this year, and then see how it goes. And then a couple months from now, sometime, let's just say mid-September-ish, we'll see how many cattle we have. and I mean mid-September in real life. We'll see how many cattle we have in there, and if we need to bump it up and buy some more, maybe we will. Because like I said, now that we'll be doing contracts every day, and we'll be fast-forwarding through the seasons a little bit quicker because, let's be honest, there won't be work to do. I only got, well, really I only got 2 fields. Field number 30 and 13. The rest are just grass, I don't want to say just grass fields, but yeah, we're not going to have that much work to do. Who knows, maybe occasionally I may do a contract here or there, but I won't be doing off camera. I'll be doing it with you guys. But the only one I would like to do is probably like field number 9, because they pay like $45,000 to fertilize that thing. So if I need a good amount of cash someday, and field number 9 sitting there is like, we could use some fertilizer down here, be like, I'll be right down. I'll be right down. This setup, I know I said it like 3 times so far this episode, but I love it. I don't know how good I would be if I was in cab here. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to do that. No way in heck am I going to be able to keep in line. I can already see, because if I'm in cab, I can't really... I mean, I can give it a shot here, but it's not going to be good. And you're probably saying, just drive straight. Can I see over there? Well, I guess if I just keep looking out the back. Yeah, but I'm turning the steering wheel every which direction because I can't yet. It's one of those things, and I think I was talking about it in an ATS video, to where when you get used to doing something, it's not that difficult. So I think I was talking about ATS because I was talking about like driving, when I first started driving ETS2, way before ATS came out. I just had the keyboard and mouse like probably most people did. And then when ATS got announced, I got myself the steering wheel, the G27 steering wheel, which I'm using right now, and an 8-shifter. The first like 5 deliveries I did in that in ATS when the first day ATS came out. I was like, I can't use the steering wheel because I was so used to the keyboard. But I said, you know what, just keep at it. And now I'm at the point of I couldn't go back to keyboard driving. Same thing, similar to like this. I get so used to Farming Simulator to drive third person. Driving first person, try to use an implement. I'm not good at it at all. But I'm pretty sure if I did it non-stop from here on out, just driving first person, I'd probably get so used to it I would not want to drive third person. For a while there, I was driving first person Farming Simulator, but this is going way back when I really started putting Farming Simulator on the channel. I didn't have maybe like 100 subscribers on here. But even then, people said, "Yeah, don't drive first person because you guys, you know, you want to see the equipment, you want to see the vehicles. It's a better. It shows off the map better. Basically, you get a better view." You get a better idea of what's going on around you. In cab, it's not too bad to do once in a while, I guess, but most people seem to like watching Farming Simulator videos in third-person view, so I've gotten used to really just driving in third person, so I have to drive in first-person Farming Simulator. I just, yeah. Occasionally, if I'm just driving down the road, like what I do with the farms right now, I just... when I'm driving up and down the road with equipment, I even drive in first person once in a while. Try to keep it different, change jobs, and that's what we're hoping I'm going to can do it here in Griffin, Indiana next year when it comes time when we do the corn. Because we really haven't done any subsoiling since the first season. We use the subsoiler to create a field and to plow a few fields. But since then, not so much. So after we get this job done here, we'll collect on the contract. I'll pay off as much as the loan as I can. And as of right now, after I finish this, I'll probably have to skip forward in the day a couple hours, refresh contracts, And I'm pretty sure field number 19, which Frank seeded for us while we were spreading lime down. This field here, field number 14 as well. I'll get fertilizing contracts on that, and I'm guessing that's going to be probably worth 50 or 60,000. And fertilizing contracts, I think I'll get like 20,000, 25,000 maybe for field 19. Probably get like 15,000 for this field here, and like maybe 4,000, 5,000 for fertilizing that field. So maybe not that much, but you get the idea. So by the end of today, I'm guessing the loan should be down to $250,000-ish. I'm thinking somewhere around there. And sometime soon, I think we'll probably sell some milk to, that'll bring in a good amount of cash. But right today, as of right now, the price is dropping, so might as well wait another day. I don't have that much milk. It's not the Pacific Northwest 800,000 liters sitting in your cow barn milk. Just a few more passes and we'll be done here. And like I said, we're pretty much done with the 1870 air drill for this season. All the other farmers' fields have been drilled. Well, maybe not, because the cornfield behind us, I'm pretty sure we'll be harvesting that in a contract at some point. And they may want that field re-drilled. Now, there were some fields last season that farmers did not drill on here until the following spring. So, just have to wait and see. I love having this big seed tank following behind us. I mean, I hardly ever have to stop and refill it. And even when I do refill it, it's not that expensive. I think the reason why I say it's not that expensive, because usually when I do my drill, it's usually seed and fertilizer. And I think it just seems cheap now because I'm not putting fertilizer in here. Of course, we fertilize after the crop grows because of precision farming. I'm thinking next pass up, that will complete the contract. And I will probably complete it as soon as it says it does. That way I don't have to use as much seed. Unless it's just a tiny little strip left, I know I can finish it on the pass that I'm on. Then I feel like I need to finish it. Just me. I sometimes can't help myself. It's like, yeah, contract, say it said contract finish right here, I would finish this road just because it feels more complete to me. As long as you take nice steady turns with it, the drill itself does not get caught up in the wheels of the tank. But, I mean, if you turn it as sharp as you possibly could, yeah, you could get caught up on each other. And sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get it unstuck. I even like the sound of the air drill. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear that. If you listen real closely, you'll hear like a little bit of a whistle sound. And that is the sound of the air going through the tubes to push the seeds out the air drill. That's why they call it an air drill. Hey, there we go. Contract complete. And yes, I'm going to finish this row. I'm not going to bother with that other strip there. I'm going to call that good enough. Alright, turn it off. And that will raise up eventually. Can't tell. Are they going up or not? There we go. So yeah, when you fold it up, you just got to give this air cart a second, or air drill a second, so you can see all the disc in the back rising up first. Because the first time I used it, I was trying to raise and lower. I'm like, why isn't it doing anything? Because the discs were going up and down depending on what position it was in. Alright, so we'll let that fold up. Let's complete that contract there. Actually, if I refresh contracts now... There we go. So 26. So we'll say 20, 30, 36. It's just shy of $50,000 worth of contracts. Let's go into here and repay off what we can. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty close, maybe down to $250,000. And last night, like I said, it was $3,200, and that is based on $500,000 loan. So, compared to, well, it's hard to see what we did before, but yeah, when we're up to $4 million, it was like, what, 20 some odd thousand dollars at midnight? Let's not compare it to the Pacific Northwest when I had a $55 million loan and that payment was $160,000 at midnight. Real expensive. But things are looking really good here in Griffin, Indiana. I'm happy the loan's just about gone. Seems like my challenges have been nothing about the loan. I'll be glad though when I can start just, we got money, I can just like, oh, let's just buy this, let's buy that. And that's what we'll do. I'm going to take a shortcut. Oop, don't go. Yep, that's a little deeper than what you thought it was. That's why they have roads. That's why they have roads. But not too bad. Our fields are pretty much all set, right? Our grass fields, except for field number 1, that's still got to be more fertilized. It's like half fertilized. I'll wait until probably springtime or maybe just before winter. See how much cow manure we do have. But, yeah, I mean, field number 30 is even all set, I do believe, to be planted next year. That does not need any lime. It's got a good fertilizer on it, but depending on what I put in there, it may require a little bit in the springtime. But, yeah, as for field work on our own fields, I think we are just about done for this year. So, yeah, we'll be doing a little more contracts in between episodes, but I think... next episode might be the last day of fall, first day of winter, and we'll just be like putting some things away, filling up the TMR mixer, and maybe buying some cattle, throwing them in there. I don't want to say throw them in there. We're going to place the cattle in there is what we're going to do. Let's park this right here for now. That's good. Love that. Steiger. That's right. I'm saying Steiger now. I got it down. I got it down. I know. And yeah, we'll have corn over there next year. But like I said, what is that field of corn doing? Is that ready for harvest or not? It is not. It looks like it's ready for harvest, but it's not. And these other yellow ones, that means it's been planted, not ready for harvest, by the way. It's kind of the same color as the first stage of harvest, isn't it? Kind of confusing, but... Yep, so only our fields are the ones that are not planted, along with field number 12. If we go to precision farming and we look at, not the pH level, but the nitrogen level, can you tell where I fertilized field number 1? Yeah, everything but the center. Everything but the center. Actually, that's looking real good compared to this grass field here. I wonder if I can fertilize that one a third time. Although it said the nitrogen level is pretty darn good when I was walking over it. But either way, loan's going down, fields are looking good, this farmer's feeling good, and before you know it, winter will be here, and we'll have to wash this stuff up, put it all away, and get ready for another season. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one. Got to move this planter back over. I think I'm done with that this year.